Good evening. Our names are Diego Morales, Juan Escobedo, Hernan, and Emiliano Brul, and we're going to present three examples related to math with the topic exponential functions.
The two examples that we choose besides the Chernobyl disaster are the melting of the poles and Canadian population growth.
The Chernobyl nuclear accident was 10 times more catastrophic than the atomic bombs dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Chernobyl station in Russia was the pride of Russia's electric power. It had 4 reactors after the explosion in 1986. It is said that the explosion was a product of the combination of flaws in the reactor design and human inefficiency. The accident occurred at the night when less workers were at the station. It happened the night of the 26th of April, when the workers in charge were ordered to run a safety test in the reactor 4, the newest of the reactors. The radiation caused by the explosion killed 31 firefighters and many more citizens. The toxic particles were so lightweight that were spread very easily by the wind. It even reached Japan and the United States. Both the amount of intoxicated people and territory covered by the toxic cloud grew at an exponential rate.
What is exponential decay? Is when something is declining at very big rate. What are the implications of using nuclear energy? If something goes wrong, it will have a very bad consequence to the environment and to the people. Next question says, do you consider nuclear energy to be clean energy? Nope, I don't consider to be clean energy because most of the residues affect the planet. Number 4 says that if are we aware that is nuclear energy plant in Mexico? Yes, in Laguna Verde. Where is it? In Veracruz. Do you think it is safe? Yes. Nowadays, we know more about those topics of radiation and nuclear energy. Do you agree with the fact that there is a nuclear energy plant in your country? Yes, because the plant creates a lot of electricity for the whole country and gives many jobs to the population.
Could the Chernobyl 1986 nuclear disaster have been prevented? Yes. How? If these ones who carry out the safe test were more experimented seniors, they should know when to stop and when to continue doing things. Once the explosion happened, was there any way to stop the radiation spread and its population? No. They tried to stop it, but nothing where radiations keep evolving and spreading and a high level of it get to the city. Do you think that the radioactive pollution generated by these disasters reached Mexico? Yes. If it reaches Japan and USA considerably, it may reach Mexico in little amount of radiation. What are at least 4 environmental consequences in a global scale of the Chernobyl 1986 disaster? The air is contaminated. The ozone layer is damaged. The animals, including humans, may get diseases. The plants in that area and maybe in surrounding areas may be infected with toxics. What are the environmental consequences in a global scale of other nuclear disasters and use of nuclear weapons? If a country launches an atomic bomb, there will be a comeback and the radiation levels will increase after killing many people. What do you think and feel about this consequence? It is sad because of the people who needed to evacuate and live their life will start again from zero. And the ones who die, so they are dead. What will be a solution proposal for this situation? The government should have supplied a health program where they won't pay taxes and give them some money so they can get stable again. How did we feel working like this? Did we like it? What is difficult? What did I like the most working with my teammates in this form? I felt with a lot of pressure, but my teammates and I were able to control the situation, and we think that we did it a great job. It was difficult to create all these questions and investigate like an internet, but with the time, we start start the project and make a very good project for this class.
Exponential functions are when something develops at a very fast rate in proportion to the growing total number. A constant rate of growth applied to a continuously growing base over a period of time. The function that represents it is y equals to 3 elevated to x. The domain will always be from negative infinity to positive infinity, and the range will always be from negative infinity to the asymptote. The polar glaciers. The polar glaciers have melted down exponentially. They melt down not once, but many at a time. In short periods of time, we have lost many glaciers exponentially. This is because its population grew in a lot in very short periods of time. For example, in 2006, it only had 32 million, and now in 2016, it has 35, almost 36 million people.